Happy Monday. Donnie Baker here, LPR Sound Foundation with you, and I want to welcome you to July here at LPR Sound Foundation and ES Audio Recording Studios is Mixing and Mastering Month. Dude, I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time. Today what I'm doing is I'm just kind of introducing it, kind of getting you ready, letting you know what we're going to be doing. I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to be doing. So why don't we jump in? Let's just jump right on in. So let's just jump right on in, and I'll tell you what we got going on. Next week, well, this is the introduction. I'm going to make some files available for you to download. Now, these files that I'm going to make available for you to download are the files that we're going to use. They're the files of the song that we're going to use for the entire month. We're going to do mixing first, and then we're going to do mastering. So next week is July 8th. On July 8th, Monday, all these are going to happen every Monday throughout the month, okay? July 8th, we're going to mix the song. We're going to mix our song. Our song is called Homie, and we're going to mix Homie on strictly in the box, meaning in the computer, if you know what I'm saying. In the box, or ITB is what we call it, okay? We're going to do a quick mix. We're going to try to do everything within, the regular 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever whatever our general time is for this channel. We're going to try to keep it within 30, 40, I'll try to keep it less than an hour for sure. So we're going to mix in the box. Next week is in the box. The week after that, which is July 15th, is going to be fully analog, no computer. We're going to mix everything outside of the computer. Yes, the computer is going to run everything. We're basically going to treat the computer like a tape machine. Okay, just the recording device. So, but we're going to use outboard EQs. We're going to use the EQs on the console. We're going to use outboard saturation. We're going to use outboard compression, outboard time-based effects. Everything's going to be outboard on the analog console. That should be fun. The week after that, July 22nd, is going to be what we call a hybrid mix. Now, this is the general way that this stuff gets done here in this studio. This is my Studio B. This is my mix room. I love mixing in this room. I love how this room sounds. I love how it's treated. I know you can't see it, but behind me here on the back wall is it's all diffused and bass trapped out. This room sounds really good for mixing. I really enjoy this room. I built this room as a mix room a long time ago. But no, everything, I like how this room works. I like how it sounds. I like how it feels. So we're going to do the hybrid mixing in here. The fully analog mix we're going to do in the larger studio, in Studio A, because we got it's a bigger console. There's a lot more outboard gear that we can patch in. I'm going to do that one in there. We're going to do the in the box mix in this room. We're going to do the fully analog in the other room. We're going to do the hybrid mix in this room. Then on the final week of July 29th, we're going to do our mastering. And we're going to master in the box and also on the console. So there's the whole month of mixing and mastering month. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. I mean, this is going to be awesome. Oh, one other thing I'm going to share with you. July 30th, I got the calendar right here. In case you care what I'm looking at, I got the calendar right here. July 30th, I got a super secret workshop coming for you. I guess it's no longer super secret because now you know. Yeah, July 30th, we're gonna do a workshop about mixing and mastering, and about some other things. The workshop's gonna be. I'll tease it just a little bit. The workshop's gonna be about getting business as a mix mastering engineer. The workshop is going to be all about how are you going to go about getting business as a mix engineer. Let's say nobody knows that you mix. Nobody knows you mix your own stuff, you mix some friends' stuff, but you're not charging money. You're not charging a lot of money for mixing. You should always be charging money. We'll talk about that again some other time, but how do you build your business up as a mixing engineer and a mastering engineer? I'm going to help you out with that. That's what the workshop's going to be about. Not only about, how we do it, but also how we make the money doing it. Because that's what this channel is all about, right? LPR, Learn Pro Recording is all about not the music business. The music business for me is, you know, contracts and labels and distribution and splits and publishing. No. I make my money making music. So the business of making music is what I do. And I'm going to share that with you on the Super Secret Workshop, okay? And there's going to be a couple of cool little things happening on the Super Secret Workshop. You do not want to miss the Super Secret Workshop. And we're going to be talking about the Super Secret Workshop throughout the whole month, just getting you ready, getting you jazzed, getting you all primed up and ready to go. Now, I do want to show you. Now, I'm going to show you my session of Homie. Okay, let's do that real quick. I'll show you. This is my session of Homie. My session of Homie is actually in Pro Tools. I'm going to be working in Pro Tools. I'm more comfortable in Pro Tools. You do not have to do your work in Pro Tools when you're following along. I'm going to give you all the files to Homie. Now, as you can see, Homie's like a super simple song. There's not a lot going on there. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on. Simple drums, guitar, bass, vocals, and there's an organ in there, so a keyboard part. And we recorded it live. Actually, you know what? We recorded it in this room. I didn't have this console in here. We had a different console in here that when we actually recorded that a few years ago. We recorded Homie. It was just one of these days. It was, I think it was rainy in Los Angeles in January. We didn't have anything to do. It was a little bit cold outside, so a couple of the guys were here and said, hey, let's record a song in Studio B, see what happens. We actually recorded it live except for the lead guitar part and the solo guitar parts were overdubbed and the organ was overdubbed. The bass player was actually also the organ player. So, but everything drums, guitar, bass, and vocals were all done live. So it does sound live, but the parts are really good. There's a couple little problems, but that's part of what that's part of our job as engineers and producers is to fix those problems and make them sound better. So in the mix, we'll go over these problems. I'll explain how the problems happened. You'll probably hear it. It's actually in the solo guitar part. You'll probably understand what happened there. We took two different parts of the solo guitar and put them together to make the solo. One part has a pedal board and the other part didn't. So you'll see that there's some effects on one side and not on the other. All you got to do is try to match it. The files are actually here. Go download the files. The multi-tracks for mixing is learnprorecording.com/homie files. There's the link. I'll also put the link in the description here on YouTube. Click, go get it, you're done. They are simple, they are WAV files. So whatever DAW you're using, you just drag them in there. I think they're 16-bit 44.1. Drag them in, put them in your DAW, and follow along as we do what we're doing. When you're mixing in the box, mix in the box. Use your favorite EQs. Use your favorite compressors. You don't have to follow mine. I'm gonna keep my mixes really simple. I'm very much a minimalist when it comes to mixing. I think less is more. I don't need a big ass chain of plugins to make my vocals sound good. You know, I figure an EQ and a compressor is pretty much all I need. Add a little bit of time-based effects and I'm good to go. I'm not trying to change anything. When we recorded this song, things sounded pretty good, and that's my goal. Is I like to just make my stuff sound like the way I want my stuff to sound. Press record. We got some projects that are coming out, which I'm gonna be able to share with y'all here in maybe this month. Maybe they'll get it out this month, but I'll be able to share with you on social media, as well as YouTube and other outlets where a song actually. A whole show. We recorded a whole show, and there's video, which is kind of cool. But we actually mixed it live while they were filming, while the band was playing. We mixed it live, and that's kind of my favorite thing to do because there's no click. The band just plays the song. The band's really tight. They've been rehearsing. They just sound really good, and it's a lot of fun. For me, that's a lot of fun to do. So again, I'm gonna give you the link to download the files is right here. learnprorecording.com/homie files. The song is called Homie because we couldn't really think of anything else to call it. It's just a simple song. The drums are super. You'll see. You'll see when you download the files. Get in there, listen to it, see what it sounds like, see what you think, and then go ahead and start mixing. Go ahead and practice if you want. But all month long, like I said, we're going to be following along a schedule here in the box, fully analog, hybrid, and then we're going to master everything together. And we'll see which one sounds best. You know, maybe we'll A-B-C them against each other. We'll see if the in the box sounds better, or if the fully analog sounds better, or if the hybrid sounds better. And we'll master everything together so that they're all mastered at the same time and the same kind of vibe. So there is that. And then don't forget about the super secret workshop. Or I guess we can't call it a super secret workshop no more because now the secret's out. But don't forget about the workshop. The workshop's going to be awesome. And it's just to kind of close up. You know, it's going to be getting near the end of the summer, and everybody's going to be thinking about getting back to school. And there's a lot going on in August and September. So there's that. August, go ahead and throw this out there. August is going to be a podcasting month. So we're going to talk about podcasting and what it takes to do a podcast, what it takes to record, edit, and mix a podcast, what it takes to actually have your own podcast. So there's a lot to podcasting, which we're going to bring up. We'll talk about. So if you guys are digging this stuff, man, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's something that I can share or I can do for you. If you want to leave a comment down below here on YouTube, while you're down there, man, go ahead and click subscribe and get signed up, especially this month, man, because you're not going to want to miss any of these episodes, man. This is my favorite thing to do, is mixing. This is where I come from. My background is I was a live mix engineer for a touring live mix engineer for my early career, and then came in the studio when I settled down and got married, and boom, been in the studio ever since. So there you go. So you know what? So I've been mixing a long time, and it just it makes sense to me. For some reason, mixing makes sense to me. I don't know. It's weird. I know it's weird. It's okay. I just hear things and see things and understand where things belong, and that's a gift. And mixing is an art, and I'm going to be sharing that with you, and hopefully you guys come along with me and learn some stuff and enjoy mixing as much as I do, man. This is awesome. So I'm going to get out of here now, but I'm also going to share with you one more time. Get the files. LearnProRecording.com/homie files. Go get those files, download them. Let's get started. We're going to see you next week. We're going to be mixing in the box. I'm actually going to be starting on that tomorrow. You guys know I don't really like to edit these things. I don't really like to edit too much, but I'm going to have to edit these to keep them down to, you know, the time frame. So I don't want to spend a bunch of time I'll figure stuff out and then I'll show you. I'll edit out the stuff where I'm just thinking stuff up. So y'all don't need to look at all that. So I think it's gonna be cool. But this month's gonna be more like a workshop style. The videos this month are gonna be more like a workshop style, where I stop and I edit and show things, and I'm gonna be showing you my screen, showing you my console, showing you my outboard gear, showing you my patch bays. So there's gonna be some editing. So I'm gonna have to take a little bit more time to put them together. Okay. So normally, like this one right now, I mean, I think I've had one edit, you know, where I pressed the wrong button and I showed you the wrong download link. I'm gonna have to take that out. But you know, it's live, man. I try to do these live because I want y'all to know me. I want y'all to feel me. I want you to understand who I am and what I do and where I come from and how I do these things. I'm just here to share with y'all, man. That's all it is I'm here to share I may not be the best. I may not be the greatest. I'm definitely not the prettiest, but you know what? I've got some things that some people may want to know about. You know, I might have some tricks that you might go, ooh, I'm gonna try that. That's what I do. I mean, I watch other people, you know, watch other people's channels and I get the idea and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that next time, you know, and it sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? So there's that. So hopefully I'm giving out some ideas that you guys can try. But anyway, get your files, download your files, and follow me along the entire month. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I don't know if it shows, but I'm super excited about this month. It's going to be great. Hey, today is Monday, so have a great week and do great work. If you don't have any work this week, go get some more work. I know it is the 4th of July week, so it's kind of a holiday week, but try to have a great holiday if you guys take the holiday. You know, do some barbecuing, hang out with the family, and it's the kickoff of summer, Summer is officially in full swing, and enjoy. So we will see you next Monday for our In the Box mix of the famous song, Homie. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Donnie B, I'm out.